country. And we also have to ensure that when we deliver to everybody. By the end of the day, it is the one that will benefit most. And nobody can argue that the masses of people of Barbados did not benefit from free secondary education. The middle class got it, and the rest got it. Everybody did. But it's the majority who gained the most. So I'm saying that when you look at all of our social programs, free bus fares, whatever, we tell terrorists we go not to catch the bus. They give it to everybody. They don't put you through mean steps because we treat everybody as citizens of our village. So when you see a crisis in this country, we expect you to recognize that this is the party for the country and that you have your role to play. The Barbadian Party might argue that they have they control 43% of the electorate. Control. Which means that the country might be running at 57% because based on how they are behaving, they have a fighting for free not to produce. But we do not do that. We fight them, but we never tell our people not to produce. But they are always trying, and if you go on the Facebook and so on, you will see the type of garbage that they are putting on there, because in order to get at the Democratic Labour Party, they are using country. And I'm saying it is wrong that the battle must be fought between the B's and the D's and the low country Barbados. So I want you to know that this battle that we are fighting for against the B's is a battle to ensure that we keep Barbados safe from them. Because the truth is, whenever they're in government, they use it as their toy. They use it as their toy. And you know, I've never seen people lose a government and get so angry yet. It's as if they're missing the honey. You know, and this is a very serious thing. In 2007, they brought the Civil Service Act before Parliament, and they were really so dangerous with it. But you know, it's like as if they knew they were about to lose government. You know, they have all the holes in Civil Service stuff. True. Everyone in Civil Service they got plugged. So when you look into maneuver, there's nothing to maneuver, they already got that. But what I have to be done, I know we got some very good Civil Service in Barbados. But to find the ones that have been put in a hole, I'm not talking about getting rid of it. I'm not one for supporting getting rid of anybody. But those who don't want, those who are not performing, should be transferred to because they got some walk around talking about water government. Yeah, so when you hear water government, it means that someone working towards a water government. So instead of putting a hole to create a water government, take over the whole so that you can get the country running.
Right, I agree, you can.
We also heard a lot about Clico. I want to say to you, and I want, you know, the beauty of the Democratic Party must know the history of the party. In the 60s and 70s, when the sugar industry had a problem, our esteemed leader went and bought Spring Hall. He bought Friendship, Haggett's, Greenland, Borden, the river, the bar, because he understood the importance of capacity. You know, I remember well, and I must tell you this one. You know, when Basco was only there, he once took a trip against the South Coast estates, and he argued that they should not have bought Eastern House because that was not on the South Coast. And I argued with Basco that he has to be very careful because our great leaders bought the district, land in Scotland district. And when you speak of the Scotland district, people more think about St. Andrew. that Scotland was not a location, but it was a concept. So when you hear South Coast, you think about renowned hotels. And renowned hotels should be all across Barbados, including that North Point. So when he argued against Israel, he was also arguing against North Point. But the point I want to make is that you have to be very careful how you allow the Barbados Authority to interfere again with any concept left by you. Mr. Barrow was able to bring back sugar production to the levels he wanted them by acquiring those estates. But can you tell me, we have actually achieved anything by banning James, the South Coast concept? Therefore, to death. I'm not saying that the idea was wrong. I was defending the idea, I defend the concept. I understood what the Barbados Authority was trying to do. All they were trying to do was to piggyback on this great man. But as usual, whenever they try to adopt our policies, they mess them up. And they mess up James. Because when they went and they tried to repair the hotels when they should have bulldozed them and rebuilt them because they were too old to repair anyhow. It's like going and buying a car, store a house, that all the marble crumbling, and then try to plaster it. What was needed was for those hotels to be removed from the site, and we would have ended up at a lower cost. But you know the most interesting thing? I'm sure that they do not think. There was nothing wrong with structuralism, or what they did with that. They knew what to do with the project that was built by us. But the one that was owned by other people didn't know how to do the right thing. There was no reason to include the Hilton. But they included the Hilton, but they left all the others and renovated them at substantial cost to this country. You know, if you were to do a cost analysis to see the amount of money wasted by the Barbados Authority, you would be shocked. They have wasted so much money in the last 14 years that if we had used that money wisely, we would not now have to buy buildings for government offices. You imagine all of that money, they did not build one government office outside of that one. And they can't even say they built that now, because that's now Barrett. And it seems like they built it for the French. Because Barrett was their friend. Now he has it. Because the amount of money owed, it is his building, or loan to the government. But just look, for 14 years, they would have had over 14 billion or more surplus revenues that they would have collected that another government would not have collected. But yet still, they do not have anything to show for it that is productive. What we will have to do now as a government is to try to find some productive things to do. I've already said to Prime Minister Thompson that one of the things that we need to do fast is to encourage inland tourism. And right now, the only area that offers that in the big way is in the north. And I honestly believe that that area is 6 months, that no hotel should be built on the east side. That whole stretch should be left as it is. A new fish market should be built, and that inland tourism be promoted, so that instead of getting more hotels, there's a possibility that you can attract several hotels. Whenever you build one hotel on the beach, you are keeping out space. But whenever you leave the space for one hotel on the beach and leave the beach, you can attract several hotels to that one beach. Think about it. I know the bees call it foolishness, but I don't mind. They don't know anything that is sensible. So every day I say they will call it foolishness. Could you imagine the West Coast as it is without a hotel on the seaside? Could you imagine the number of hotels that will be up in the hills? Because you know why? Everybody will be able to have the same advantage. When